Oh, hey, Topher. I heard that improv is the lowest form of comedy.
Oh, really? Let's talk about that.
Today we're drinking Bellwood's coffee. I have the, what is this called? This is the Ezra. This is cold brew and horchata.
And I have the Barack on the Rocks. It's a organic chai with ginger and turmeric.
Welcome to Coffee Break. My name is Skylar, and this is...
I'm Topher.
What's up, Topher? Well, okay, so Topher, what do you do?
So I'm an improviser. Improvisational comedian is the official title.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
So I make up funny stuff.
You're also an actor, though.
I am also. I'm a classically trained actor.
He leads our improv troupe. It's Topher.
Mama, Papa, I mean no.
You're never gonna make it in this business. You're never gonna make it.
When we first started doing live shows a couple of years ago, we were doing both like stand-up and we were doing improv. At the same time. I didn't realize there was like an unofficial rivalry between...
Oh, 100%. Most of the time, too, also improv never gets headlined over stand-up comedy.
Yeah, we always did stand-up
Our openers
first,
were comedians.
so that then the improv would close the show.
Right.
Why do people look down on improv so much?
I think improv gets a really bad stigma of just being this cheap and easy form of comedy that anyone can do. Which in some regard, totally.
In some regard, anybody can do it.
Yeah. Oh, and it is like it can be a very cheap form of comedy. There is such like an art form and craft to it that I think a lot of people just don't understand or are just maybe ignorant to it as well.
I mean, I was pretty ignorant to it. I was like, hey, here's like 7 people. Do you think you can make them improv comedians?
We'll make a show out of it.
Some of them are actors. Some of them just live their life like improv comedians. How would you describe improv comedy?
So improv comedy, like at its rudest form, is like we're just storytellers. There is like structure to it and like rules. Anything that your fellow partner is saying on stage, you support it, and not just support it, you add to it. What I love about it, and what I think is like a vital part of improv for me, is like the collaboration on stage and like finding like the game within the game.
I feel the earth shaking beneath us. I think something is happening.
I'm so worried. It's Pangea!
A big methodology that I use is from a book, and his book's called Pirate Robot Ninja.
Gotcha.
We have the pirate method, which is people who jump into scenes right away. They're the ones that throw information down the hatch nonstop. You have your robots, rather, who are sitting on the back line. They're absorbing every bit of information that's being said, where they're doing your tag-ins, your call-outs, your callbacks. And then you have your ninja, which is usually like, everyone aspires to be that, where you can play both realms. There's always 1 or 2 players who play both realms at all times.
Gotcha. Now identify each one of our team members.
Oh, easy. I'm going to say right off the bat, we have Mitch, we have Dave, we have Clark. Right off the bat, those are our pirates. Like, those are guys who jump into scenes instantly and start creating. You have our robotic players who can retain information like crazy. That's going to be like our Katie, Elaine. I would even say like myself. And then you got like your wild cards. We're going to call them our ninjas because they kind of can play them both.
Yeah.
That's where Boom sits. And Eliza is really great about retaining information, but also like we'll just drop the most random things. So it is a true, genuine balance of the two. Every show is so different. Yeah. Different casts are different. You get a different suggestion every show. The cast has to gel.
Okay, so talk to me about like the concept of play.
The best way I can explain it is like think back to your childhood, right? The things that you remember the most, that like are memories that vividly come back to you, are not typically like things that were planned. I can vividly remember pretending that my backyard was the Sandlot from the movie The Sandlot and acting out the different parts. There's no actual sense to it. It's just utter play.
Yeah.
And I think that's what improv does as an art form that every other art form doesn't really do.
Yeah. our troupe specifically has such a high value for play too. It was mid-pandemic and all of the chaos was happening last year. And I just remember we had planned like this garage improv thing for the first time. None of us had hung out with anybody. Like, oh crap, are we all gonna die if we get together?
And it was also like when like just a lot of things were happening in our nation. Like it was just a very heavy time in general.
And we just all really felt the weight of everything going on. For the 2 or 3 hours that we filmed, we just kind of forgot it, and it was just like hanging out with friends and playing, and we were making something, but it was so fun.
With improv, the only boundaries you have are the rules to the game, and then we make everything up, and it becomes utter chaos 95% of the time, but an organized chaos.
So what you're saying is maybe it's a low form of comedy, but it's also way more fun.
I like that.
It's way more fun.
All I want is a chicken breast and thigh combo.
Well, thanks for checking out Coffee Break. If you haven't yet, go check out some of the improv stuff that we've done. There's improv stuff, there's garage improv, our live shows. We've got a few coming up for the first time in way too long, since over a year.
Over a year, yeah.
So you can check that out. And this tastes like a Cinnamon Toast Crunch in a drink.
Mine tastes like if Barack Obama was sitting on a rock.
Huh.